What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the J.A.B Sports Show. This is episode 15. As y'all can see, Jalen is not with us today. He is working tonight. We have Cam with us. So he's going to join Alex for the Kentucky segment towards the end of the podcast. But let's jump right into it, boys. It is Super Bowl week. We have the Seahawks versus the Patriots. The Seahawks are favored. But I don't know. I know Cam this afternoon, when we were at lunch, was talking about how he hopes the Patriots do not win. So do you want to elaborate on that a little bit, Cam, on why you despise the Patriots?
I don't despise them. I just really want the Seahawks to be down four with a second left on the goal line, and I want them to run the ball and win the Super Bowl.
Okay. So hand it off to K9 is what you really wanted to do.
Whoever they hand it off to, Sam Darnold can sneak it in as long as they run the ball.
Okay.
Just run the ball.
Well, we'll go ahead before we get deeper into the Super Bowl talks. Let's go ahead and talk about our run the damn ball. Now, let's go ahead and get our bets out of the way. So Cam's going to take the spot of Jalen for the betting. So he's going to pick the money line spread or the over under. I'm going to do the player props still. Alex is still picking the touchdown. So I'm doing Drake May 225 or more passing yards.
I'm hooking up Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown personally. So JSN touchdown.
Yes.
And we're taking Seahawks money line.
Yes. I believe the line or what the odds were like minus 245 for the Seahawks.
I like it.
So, talking about the Super Bowl, I really want to see Sam Darnold win because I think it would just be nice to see the Vikings crumble by drafting a Michigan quarterback. When J.J. McCarthy and just proving that dude just ain't it. That he got carried by a very good Michigan team. That hurts to say. But, that Michigan team cheated. They stole signs. Just shows that if you can't steal signs, J.J. McCarthy doesn't know what the hell to do. Dude has one of the worst arms I've ever seen in a quarterback. Sam Darnold has a cannon. And I don't know how as a quarterback and you have Justin Jefferson, and Justin Jefferson only averages 60 yards a game and only has 2 touchdowns on the season. So I really want to see Sam Darnold get a win so he can, flip off every single Vikings fan and say, especially to the organization, a big old bird to them telling them to F off. You should have signed me for $40 million. But anyway, talking back to that whole aspect of the Vikings again, I asked you all this at lunch, and we'll talk about it here on the podcast. Do you think the Jets messed up more by not letting Darnold go more than 3 seasons with them to actually try to build around him instead of what they did? Or do you think the Vikings messed up more by not re-signing him and letting J.J. McCarthy sit behind him for one more year?
I think I'm going to circle back to your Super Bowl thing at the end, but I think it's the Vikings. The Jets drafted him, top 10?
The 3rd overall in 2018 behind Baker and
he'll draft the top 5. It's the worst organization in the NFL, maybe in all of pro sports. They just continue to waste good or decent talent. They haven't been good since like the early 2010s, and they've never been like dominant. So, and he didn't look great, honestly, on the Jets. If you pass blame on the Jets or Darnold himself, I think there's a little bit of both, a little bit of blame both ways. Certainly more towards the Jets. So I think the Vikings are kicking themselves more. I don't know if he would have ever taken off with the Jets, because again, it's the Jets. But I think it's the Vikings for not giving him a shot. I'd like to see the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, but it would be pretty cool to see Drake May in the second year win the Super Bowl. But I'm pulling for Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. Giving up on a first-round pick after 1 year, after coming off a season-ending injury, is absolutely blasphemous. I'm not saying he's great or anything. He obviously didn't play great last year. But completely giving up on him would be a waste of a pick after 1 year. Again, he has the weapons. He could use a few more. but to say he's a waste of a pick is crazy already, and he might end up being a waste of a pick in 2 or 3 years. Um, he's had better second years than a lot of starting quarterbacks are still around today.
He's
So
on.
Sorry, Blake is defecating himself behind you. So
Blake only hates him this much because he went to Michigan. I mean, I'm just being honest.
That
no,
is like
he
honestly, like, dude.
Blake is like
Unless you Tom
pleasuring
Brady, bro,
himself right
I ain't
now.
giving you no props.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Obviously, rival team, but the Vikings he
Bro,
should still have a shot with the Vikings. He should at least have at least another year.
Yep, and then if not, he can become a janitor.
Yeah, probably or
Stay in the
backup
organization.
quarterback because he's young and teams will think he has potential.
Yeah. What about you, Cam?
I just think the Vikings messed up. I don't think the Jets really had anything to mess up because, like, let's
Facts.
be on, let's be honest, bro. If they kept Sam Darnold, were they really gonna draft guys to go with him or sign guys to go with him?
No,
Really?
do you think the Panthers
Exactly.
should have kept him?
Mm.
Another disaster of an organization.
Okay, I don't
Um,
think like again, it's the same as the Jets. I don't really think like it would have mattered if they kept him.
All
I
right, but
think the
here, if you put
Panthers.
Sam Darnold on the Panthers now, and how the Panthers went to the uh, playoffs with an 8-9 record, do you think they do better with him at
I
quarterback
mean,
with Ted still there and Leggett? All the,
I think maybe a game or two, not anything
mm,
insanely better.
so maybe
I
like
was
ten
gonna
and
say
seven.
Because Bryce Young did end up having a good second half of the year. Obviously, Sam Darnold had a great year, but again, they don't have tons of weapons. They have a bunch of young upcoming stars, but that Seattle offense has a few great weapons: Cooper Cup, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Kenneth Walker when they decide to give him the football.
Rashid Shaheed.
Zach Charbonnet, the Rashid Shaheed trade was great, but that offense is a lot better than the Panthers. But yeah, I think they would have won a few more games.
Yeah. And then let's carry on from the Super Bowl aspect of it to what do we think the score will be? Let's do score predictions.
6-7.
That would be a terrible Super Bowl.
that would be the best thing ever.
I'm going to go with 30 21. Nah, 30-22 Seahawks.
I'm going 34 to 20, 34 to 24 in favor of the Seahawks.
34-31, Seahawks went on a last second run into the end zone.
They were down. They were
I,
down 30. They were down 31-27 is what Cam was hoping for. And let's go into this aspect of it. Who do we think will win Super Bowl MVP? Do we think it's going to be a defensive player? Von Miller was the last. So back in 2016 was the last non-quarterback wide receiver Super Bowl MVP.
I think it'll be Sam Darnold or Drake May if the Patriots win it. It's gonna be a quarterback.
I mean, it could be like a Cooper Cup situation again if Jackson Smith and the Jigba goes off for
Well,
100 plus yards
yeah,
and a touchdown or
but
two.
I think the Patriots are gonna lock him down most of the game.
Yeah, so they're going to go to somebody else. I agree with that. What about you, Alex?
I also think it's going to be one of the quarterbacks. Other pick, like Cam just said, would be JSN. I think it's going to be one of the quarterbacks. It could be a defensive player. It could be um, Deshaun Witherspoon or one of those great young Seattle DBs. Nick Warrior, the rookie out of Carolina, I believe. He's played phenomenal this season. He's in contention for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Carson Schwetzinger just had a really good season for the Browns, but I think it could be a defensive player. But I'm rocking with one of the two quarterbacks.
All right, and then that goes on to you talking about Rookie of the Year. Let's go on to our awards. So every week, me, Alex, and Jalen have been talking about who we think is going to win every award at the end of the season. So we get to figure that out on Saturday, I believe, right? Is it Saturday they do the awards? Is it Friday?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's Saturday.
So Saturday they do the awards. We get to figure out who wins what. So we'll end with the MVP, but who do we think is going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year? I think the top three are Ibuka,
rookie.
is Ibuka, Tet, or Tyler. Don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Warren.
No, not Warren. Tyler Shocker, the quarterback. What was
Is
it?
Tyler Shaw.
is Colston Love whatever in the running, or is he out?
He's not in the running, dude. He did not
Okay.
have a very good regular season. He was more of a he did
I
way
mean,
better in the playoffs than he did in the.
He had one of the best playoff tight end games in recent history.
Yeah, that was facts.
But
But
yeah, I'm still rocking with Tet. Buka had a great season, but his role dropped off the face of the earth when Mike Evans and Chris Olave
yeah, because everybody just started double teaming him and
and
stuff,
Chris Godwin came back.
and got hurt again.
Yeah, his role completely diminished off the team. I could see them moving on from Godwin.
Since they have Ibuka.
Yeah, since they have Ibuka, and he's unfortunately injury prone. But yeah, I'm sticking with Tet McMillan out for the Panthers.
I'm gonna go with Tyler. Do want to he literally won like 6 games in a row, or 5.
I'll go with Tet also.
Okay. Now, defensive rookie of the year, it's Carson Schlesinger. I don't really think no defensive player really shocked me.
I really don't even know that many defensive rookies except for
That's the
Demetrius
sad
Knight.
part. That's the sad part is that no rookie really came in and made a.
I was gonna say Demetrius Knight had like a very up and down year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he did.
if he was consistent, he'd be getting defensive rookie of the year because he was
With how many
like when
snaps he played.
when he was playing, he was playing.
Yeah. I'm also going with Carson Schlesinger. But James Pierce is a sneaky pick. One of the guys I think the Bengals should have drafted, but he had some, let's put it as outside the locker room issues. They're at Tennessee. Makes sense with the school. But yeah, I think it's going to be Carson Schlesinger.
Now let's go to comeback player of the year. Who do we think?
Joe Burrow.
I don't know if that can be comeback player of the year. He played all year last year. I don't think Joe Burrow can be comeback player of the year. I think it's all who bounced back from last year. I don't think it can be during the season because he played every single game last year. Joe Burrow did.
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco could win comeback player of the year.
Oh, he might, honestly.
Dude, Trevor Lawrence is up for it.
Yeah.
Because he got hurt last year. He'll probably end up winning it. Him or Dak. Probably him. Because his team went to the playoffs. So, yeah. I don't know who else would do that. I probably will say Trevor Lawrence because I don't know. Oh, CMC, I guess, is considered on there. So I guess CMC might win it.
Is George Kittle ever going to be in the running? Because, doesn't he have to have, a full season under his belt?
Dude, I don't know that, dude. He might play too many games to where it, rules you out. But
he plays, 4 games a season.
Yeah. All right, comeback player of the year, that's in the air. I'm going to go with Trevor Lawrence. What about you, Alex?
I'll go Trev.
What about you, Cam?
Dog.
Sure.
Absolutely snubbed from the Pro Bowl. Shedeur Sanders doesn't belong within a 9,000-mile radius of the Pro Bowl.
Dude, the Pro Bowl quarterbacks for the Pro Bowl quarterbacks for the AFC are Joe Burrow, Joe Flacco, Shedeur Sanders.
2 Bengals, baby. Talk to me.
I was going to say two of the 3 are good. 2 of the 3 are good.
But yeah, you had a couple people reject invitations, which makes sense because it's a stupid flag football game. So, I mean, if you're coming off an injury or you're slightly injured, makes sense. But there are obviously way better quarterbacks in the AFC than the Bengals starter, or a half a Bengals starter, another half of a Bengals starter, and Shedeur Shitty Sanders.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Offensive Player of the Year. I think Offensive Player of the Year goes to Jackson Smith and the Jigba.
Me too.
Cam?
Either
him or Puka, dog, or CMC.
I'm between Jackson or Jonathan Taylor, honestly.
But he had a fall off at the end. Because once Danny Dimes went out, he just stopped having those.
But still, he was just good enough to still be in it.
Yeah, but he'd still be in contention. I'm still going with JSN.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with JSN, but
Let's go defensive player of the year. I'm going to go
Miles
with Miles
Garrett.
Garrett.
Yep, Miles Garrett. He had like 18 sacks in 4 games through one stretch. He's a freak.
There's an asterisk next to his sack record, though.
Yeah, which it should be.
Yep.
I mean, it's a whole nother game.
Yep. And then MVP talks. This is the most controversial one, obviously.
Bro, it's going to be Drake May, but it shouldn't be.
I'm going Matthew Stafford.
It'll probably be Matt.
I'm going. It should be Samaje Perine, 4-string running back off of the Bengals.
Yeah.
But no one's here for that talk. But no, I'm going Matthew Stafford. He beat Drake May in every single stat possible.
Okay, I'm gonna say this real quick and see if
I'm going
Riverside.
Matthew Stafford.
I want to see if Riverside edits it for us. Could Joe Flacco win MVP? And see if it edits it and makes it for us. Probably won't.
Okay.
It probably won't.
It'll be a 4-second clip.
Yeah, Cam, I forgot. We gotta tell you this. This website that we're on, the Riverside edits this whole thing for us. Makes
Only
us like
breaking the fourth wall.
I know. Makes us. It makes us. It makes us. No, it gives us shorts, and it gives us for like 5-minute segments on what we talk about.
Well, I'd hope he'd watch our shorts. He probably doesn't, but
A little bit. After the first video of literally just the back of Blake's throat on the screen the entire time, I kind of turned it off.
Well, from right here, this angle up here.
facts.
Dude,
All right.
like, the
Anyway,
entire
going back to
video
the
just-
sports realm, I'm going to go with Matt. Who can do?
I'm going with Matt, but they're probably going to give it to Drake May just because.
He made the Super Bowl.
Just because he's Drake May.
He's
Drake
May.
May.
Yep. All right. I mean, anybody got anything else they want to say about the Super Bowl this Sunday or?
All American halftime show. Be there, be square.
Yes, the All American halftime show. I do remember. Yep, they do say
Streaming
that.
on YouTube for free.
Free ski.
Straight. All right, now let's go to. We can talk about some baseball real quick. Let's go ahead and convert to that.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez.
Cam, I will let you take that away. You can go ahead and talk about the
I'm
Reds.
so happy. I'm so happy. But I don't know if we're gonna let him play defense or if he's just gonna be our DH.
He'll be DH because Brian Hayes is a perennial Gold Glover,
Yeah.
and Suarez can't really play any other position but third. So that means they're going to put Sal Stewart at first and Steer in left. Sal Stewart. Spencer Steer was a finalist for the Gold Glove Award last year. So not only are we losing defense at first base, we're now losing it in left field. Because Steer will be out there.
Well, Steer's good. Steer's a good utility guy. He can play the outfield. He has a good arm.
Yeah, but he literally was like top 3 in Gold Glove.
Well, yeah. That's where he predominantly played at last year.
Not be a top Gold Glover at left field. Sal Stewart's going to play first. That's about that and third are the only positions he can play. So his rather not agile body cannot go out and play left field.
I feel like we're just so stacked in the infield, it's ridiculous.
In my talk with Nick Kroll 2 weeks ago, he said Sal's dropped 20 pounds in the offseason.
That's good.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So here, what's our best lineup? Cam, what's our best lineup this year for the Reds?
You don't need to name order position. Just go your best 9.
Well, I would do position because obviously we have guys that play the same. So what do you think? Steer can play second as well. So, I mean, if we ever want Matt McClain out of the lineup, we put Steer at second and then...
I want to look at their updated roster because I haven't looked at it since last year.
Here's our 3 outfielders. We have Friedel at center.
Let's just go around the
Are we putting in pitcher and stuff?
No.
We don't have to worry about pitcher. Worry about everybody else other than pitcher.
Left field, it's going to be Steer. Friedel will start in center. Novelli Marte will start in right. Sal Stewart will start at first. Matt McClain at second. Elliott short. Brian Hayes at third. And Steve-O and Trevi switching catcher. And Suarez at designated hitter.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at it right now. That sounds like you can't even make anything better.
Yeah, that's their best lineup. I've seen it
I mean,
projected.
what? I mean, what? Do we still have Will Benson on the roster?
Yeah, he's on the
Yeah.
team.
Okay, so if anything, if like we have to make any adjustments, like it'd be Steer moves to like if we have to do rotation because they have to
I was
sit
gonna
people out or
say
whatever, and
Will
move
Benson
Steer to
would be
first,
the
move Sal, or Steer can play third or whatever.
Yeah, Sal and Steer can both play
yeah.
first, third. Steer has left.
Yeah, and Steer also
Novelli,
has second base. He also has
Novelli
played
loves the outfield, especially right field. Friedel can play any outfield position. McLean can play uh,
second and short.
second short, and not ideally third, but he can play there. He'll be a body. Third base, you got the probably will win the Platinum Glove here in a few years. Key Brian Hayes. He only plays third, and then Trevi and Stevo are only catchers.
If we can get Cam to be able to get us, some sweet seats, we might be able to. We can stream the game from the suite.
Yeah, let's get to work on that.
So you need a license to stream the game?
No, the MLB's not listening.
We don't even have to show the game. We can just show our faces, and then we're reacting to the game.
Well,
Yeah, that's fine. You said stream the game.
you did say stream.
My bad. Then we talked to good old Nick Crail and be like, hey, let us stream on this John real quick.
Nick Crayola.
Crayola. All right. I mean, anybody got anything else to say about baseball? Baseball starts in a month and a half, 2 months.
I'm projecting 90 wins, and for us to win
The Central?
NL Central.
You think
we win-
the Brewers aren't gonna win it, bro? That's funny.
Nope, they trade away a few good pieces this year.
Because they can't pay,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, Cubs will
But
be
still-
good. They don't have Kyle Tucker, but they'll.
Well, let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about Ellie. Does Ellie get traded by the end of summer?
No, not by the end of summer. He still has 2 to 3 years left to team control. They'll keep him here as long as they possibly can, but he will be dealt if there is no moves for a new contract, as per Nick Kroll, the president of baseball operations for the Reds.
Now, do you all agree or disagree with me on this? Should we go ahead, since we have to deal with that whole signing with Ellie? Do we go ahead and or do we go ahead and sign Matt McLean and Spencer Steer right now, or do we wait on McLean, sign Steer, and try to sign Marte or put some money somewhere else right now?
I think.
I think we go ahead and give Steer a contract.
Most of those guys have a few years of team control left.
Yeah, but
I'd say give a Steer contract now. Matt McLean after the end of the season, and they don't have to be 8-year contracts. A lot of them probably get 3 to 5 year deals, especially with the Reds. Managing their contracts. But yeah, I say Steer. And I'll wait for McLean and Marte till the end of the season.
Yeah.
Cam, what do you think?
I just don't think we can lose Steer. We
I
cannot
think
lose.
I think we just start whipping out some of those Dodger contracts, man.
You don't got the money for that, dog.
Well, you know what?
Hey, we spent $10 million more this year than we did last year.
For Suarez.
Hell yeah.
He'll be worth it. He's not only a great hitter, he strikes out a lot. His on base last year was a staggering 298, which is
Better than me.
better than average, I guess, or right
Yeah,
on that.
better than the guys sitting in the stands.
But at J.A.B., he'll be able to hit 30 plus homers easily. A lot of people are projecting 50. That's insane. He's 35 years old. But
I mean, shit, man.
he'll get 30 if he can drop his strikeouts to around like 110, 120 a season, and his on base up to like 320. He'll be perfect. He might even be an all-star.
All right. Well, baseball, we can get more into that as it gets closer to spring ball. But let's jump to the Kentucky segment.
Yay.
This is for Alex and Cam to take complete control. Alex, you can start, bounce off of each other, however y'all want to do.
Yeah, what do we want to start with?
Great win against the program who printed out T-shirts and who made.
Alex, back up a little bit. Your face is very close.
And I'm making a point. Who printed out T-shirts and made like wavy flag thingies. As the once great Coach Calipari said, our team comes to your venue, and you sell T-shirts and give out free stuff. That's what team we are. So that's who we are.
I
And
mean,
that's about it. Brandon Garrison. I hope to never see you on the basketball court ever again.
Breaking
okay.
news! Breaking news! Breaking news! Real quick. Sorry, Cam. Then you can go on.
It's
James
about
Harden
yeah, James Harden and the
is
Cavs.
traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland and a second round pick.
Cavs are in win now mode. If that doesn't say anything but that.
Yeah, apparently. What the hell?
Darius Garland. That's gonna be weird seeing James Harden in a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey.
But okay, I won't put this out there. I don't like Brandon Garrison. I didn't like him last year. Don't like him this year. I like him a lot worse this year because
He's
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 just
yeah, he's great on the offensive boards, but that's about the only thing he
he's
does.
just he's just so frustrating when he has nobody around him and a rebound is coming down to him. He just slaps it away. But when he gets a technical or a flagrant, we are 9-0.
That is facts. We
So
are undefeated when he gets a
also,
bad
I
foul.
want to put this out there. Doug Shaw started motioning for a technical against Mo Diabate while he was blocking the ball. Didn't even let the play finish yet. So he was already going to get a technical without even doing anything.
I hope some fans leave some nice comments in his social media.
See, the next day he was reffing some other game and he gave out a double technical like 5 minutes into the game.
No shock.
He has. I'm pretty sure he like out of all referees in history, he's given out the most techs in flagrants.
Get that man out of college basketball.
Yeah, I don't know. And then who do we got next? All right, we got Oklahoma tomorrow, and then we got Tennessee on Saturday.
They're playing Ole Miss right now.
Uh,
Travis Perry's like 0 for 6 from 3.
all right, well, does Pope keep up his impressive win streak against Tennessee? Where what after this he would be, I think it's 6-1 against them all time, like as a player and a coach.
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean,
Six or
I
six or
think no.
seven.
If he wins this one, he'll be 7-1.
All right.
Rick Barnes is the most overrated college basketball coach there is. 0 Final Fours.
Who?
Poverty. Tennessee's head coach Rick Barnes.
He's low key like not throwing with that. He's a if you
0 Final
hire
Fours.
him, as a coach, you are expecting to win 20 to 25 games a year.
Maybe a
Make
conference
it
trip
like, yeah,
every few
maybe like
years.
go deep in the conference. Maybe make it to like the Elite Eight, and then just crumble.
Nada went down in today's game. Was getting boxed out and hurt his leg.
So what's going on over there, Blakey boy?
Is the Kentucky segment over, or you got this?
Well, we were talking about the Tennessee game.
Sorry,
But
Kentucky fans. See, I respect the hate. I hate Michigan. They hate Tennessee. I respect the hate.
Hell yeah.
I think that's it for me. We're doing good in conference play. We have a really tough schedule coming up. We need to win at least 4 of our closing games, which we should, to be tourney eligible. I think we'll be there. Maybe not in the seed we want, but we really need a good run in the SEC tournament. We could easily win it all. SEC's up for grabs in basketball this year, unlike last year. There was like 3.
Did you guys see who the current projections for the tournament? Who the 6 seeds are?
No. Well, I saw the projection, but forget.
St. John's and Indiana.
Oh, yeah. Are the 4 projected 6 seeds?
That's
Like,
crazy.
Tell me family is not family, bro.
Runs deep.
But like, it's okay.
Ricky
It's gonna
P.
be it's gonna be a Final
And
Four of
friends.
6 seeds, and then Kentucky's gonna beat Indiana and the Natty, and it's all gonna be good.
Already beat him once this year, man.
Because we
Yeah.
shot 4 for 28 from three. Because we thought it was a brilliant idea to shoot after we were 4 for 16.
Sounds like not our fault.
It's
So
just dumb. Why? But anyway, let's continue on. Are we done with the Kentucky segment? Cool. Let's go on to
Yes,
now.
sir.
Since we're on the college basketball track, let's just stay on it for right now. Who are your top three teams that you favor to win the Natty right now?
Arizona, UConn.
I agree with both of those.
Let me cook. You could put
I don't want to say them. I don't want to say them.
you could put Houston up there.
hmm, say it, Blake. Say it.
Say it.
Ward, don't say it. Let
I
Blake
won't.
say it.
Like you can go ahead and say it.
Say it.
Say it.
All right, Duke.
You're lying.
You mean Purdue?
No, that's not what he was talking about. He's talking about the team up north.
Michigan. They're looking dangerous this year.
I'm saying Arizona, Michigan.
You gotta
I,
have.
I don't think UConn is going to win it this year, but I don't know who I would put in my third place.
I have UConn, Arizona, Duke, and I guess the other team.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
three.
Wow.
That's three.
Yeah, I said the three. I said my
That
three.
was tough to come by. You sure
But
Indiana's
anyway,
not going to
college
win it
basketball
though?
right now, dude. I don't know if you all got. Dude, I felt like I knew more basketball players when I was a kid than I do now. Like, I feel like I followed college basketball way more than I do when I was a kid. When I was like in high school, in middle school, and elementary school than I do right now. Like, do you all
Yeah.
feel like that? Like, you all have a sense of like not just your favorite teams. Obviously, I'm taking your favorite. I'm taking our favorite schools out of it. I'm meaning like when we were playing, it was like you knew like a lot of the other dudes that were playing on other teams, not just your team.
I guess a bit more, but um, I guess obviously getting older, more responsibility, less time to, look at stats and all that stuff or watch highlights. At least for me personally, still love college basketball, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's
what.
easier to follow as a kid.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I felt like I just feel like because dude, I was watching the Kansas Texas Tech game, and I'm like, the fact that these both teams are ranked in the top 15, and I don't know besides Darren Peterson, like who's projected to be the number
Okay.
one draft pick, but besides him, it's like I don't know who else is like
I'll
a
also
dog.
put this out there. There are I still know people from other teams as much as I did when I was a kid, but like there are teams like Kansas and no offense, but Indiana, Alabama, Ohio State, like there are basketball teams where like I just don't know or remember anybody on that team unless your name is what was that one guy's name on Kansas that was there for like 30 years? He was a big guy. He had like a bald spot on his head.
Time frame, dog.
It was like 2013, like to
Oh, Jeff
20,
Jeff Whitney
yeah, something like
or
that. I don't know.
Whiteley or something like that.
I don't know, but like besides but all
The
those
guy that
teams,
Anthony Davis owned in the Natty.
yeah, that guy. But like they're just teams that the players are just so forgettable.
Yeah, I feel like with NIL, it's changed a lot too. You used to have like your Power Eight schools who, would always make it, at least to the Elite Eight. Um,
Not Indiana.
a bunch of the good guys would all be on
Taking
like
NIL now,
BP.
you all are irrelevant.
Irrelevant's
We
crazy.
do.
Went to the Elite Eight last year or Sweet 16 last year.
Sweet 16 because Tennessee lost in the Elite Eight because they still don't have a Final Four.
Facts. Anyways, but yeah, I think NIL's changed it a bit. Um, Obviously, the top schools have taken a hit I mean, obviously Kansas and Duke. Well, Duke probably hasn't taken a hit as much as that hates to for me to say, but those other top schools, even like Kansas and stuff, they're hanging around like the teens more, like in rankings. That's obviously still really good, but you're used to seeing them top 10 usually.
Yeah.
So a lot of those bigger schools had taken a slight hit. Kentucky's usually top 20, but
Dude, I saw an interview the Creighton Tech coach, and the reporter asked like, "What can you do to like save your season?" Because they already have like 9 or 10 losses, and Creighton's usually a team you see in the March Madness tournament as like a 5 seed at the worst,
yeah, and they usually win a game or two.
or like an 8 seed they were last year or something. Yeah, and they usually go in there and win. And he's talking about, they're like, "Oh, do you wish you could have some of your players from last year back?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, but then he started talking about the whole like you can bring G League players back and stuff like that.
Stupid.
And he's like, we probably won't do that. But he was like, nobody knows what the rules are. He's like, no college
It
coach
used to
understands
be.
what the rules are on how you can bring somebody back in.
It used to. Okay. Well, it used to be if you can
Declare for
enter
the
the
draft,
draft.
you
You
lost your
can
rights to play college basketball.
no. It used to be you could enter the draft and you could come back if you didn't sign with an agent.
Yes. Everybody has an agent, so
Now I don't even know. I don't even know how the Alabama guy came back.
it's because he still had eligibility and he only played in like a certain amount of NBA games. Like, does that mean Mac McClung could come back and play college basketball
I was gonna
since
say,
he
does
has
that mean
1 year of
Shaden
eligibility
Sharp
left?
can come back? Does that mean
I don't think
Shaden
he would
Sharp is
come
now
back.
in
He signed a
Kentucky?
big contract in the NBA.
I mean, I don't know. I thought the NCAA didn't make a ruling on it yet, but
Dude, they need to be more tight. They need to be like the most anybody can make is like $1 million, so that like all these quarterbacks and stuff aren't making $5 million
they
deals.
also need to make it to where like
Well, no, I mean I don't respect it. If you can get your money and stuff like that. But you got to have more rules on like the whole like
they
more
have to have a
aspect of
they have to have a limit on
eligibility.
how much teams can spend.
Yeah, and one free transfer uh, for student athletes. You should only get one free transfer where you don't have to sit out.
Yeah, yeah. Now, okay. I would make an exception like in football, they're usually staying 3 years minimum because they have to. So I would say like, okay, say you went to Kentucky your freshman year, you weren't going to get any playing time or you just didn't like it, so you transferred to Georgia. Okay, and the coach is telling you, oh, you're going to get playing time, blah 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 blah. So you're like a backup running back for a year or whatever, and then the guy in front of you is graduating, so you're like, okay, I'm the starter now. And then like during the transfer portal, the coach brings in another running back that's just gonna wipe your playing time out. I would say if that happens, okay, you get one more, but that's it. And it's only like circumstantial.
But then in that case, you got to be smarter. You got to ask the right questions to the coach and be like, because dude, at the end of the day, now you're no longer a student athlete. You're now a athlete that just so happens to have to be a student.
Sometimes
Yeah.
has to be a student.
It's
Yeah.
also quite funny that like, okay, everybody
Since
keeps
Carson
saying,
Beck didn't
oh,
have to take classes for the last 2 years somehow and still was able to make.
Good for him, man.
I mean, yeah, true, man.
What
But
did you
it's
say?
kind of funny. Everybody, like, the SEC is irrelevant now in football, which is hilarious.
It's not
But
irrelevant.
yeah, but people are like, "Oh, that's like the downfall, blah 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 blah." Ever since you guys had,
Well,
ever
think about
since
that.
everybody else is able
The
to play
Big Ten
them,
was the Big Ten fell off of. They weren't relevant for a majority of the 2010s, except the year that Ohio State won it. They weren't relevant at all. Besides Ohio State and
Michigan.
Michigan State.
Michigan.
All right, Michigan State got to play in the
say
CFP.
it.
But other
talk
than that,
talk
dude,
to me about Denard Robinson.
and Jadavian Clowney
Talk
absolutely
to me.
leveling his ass.
Nope, Denard Robinson was the quarterback for Michigan on the cover of NCAA Football 13.
14.
Okay,
You know who
but
it
what do
was? You thought
you
the running back for Carolina.
No, it wasn't.
wait?
I said Jadavian Clowney knocking him on his ass.
Yeah, and right before that, I was talking Okay.
It's all right. But
Whatever. All right.
what are your thoughts on this? Okay, so I think that they should put a limit of how much a team can spend on transfer and recruiting class, like combined. Because
I thought they already did it
hold on.
for transfers.
Well, I mean, they have a limit, but there's no limit. Like,
They have a limit NIL, but they have no limit for outside.
yeah, exactly. So up north in the Big Ten, like Michigan, like they they have Ford, like they have all these big ass like big companies that will donate money, and then you go down to the south, and our biggest donators are probably a local car salesman.
H-E-B, Walmart, Tyson Chicken. Well, Tyson
so
Chicken and
like
Walmart are big, but you
so
know
like
what I mean.
I'm not saying like you have to like each team can only spend $20 million. I'm saying okay, like for the transfer portal, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't even know. I think like all your funding that goes toward the players, like even if it's the CEO of Ford, if he comes in and drops off $20 million for Ohio State to go recruit people, I think that that all has to be monitored so that you can't say, okay, Ohio State has $20 million in NIL funding, and then we have a secret $20 million from the Ford CEO that we can also use to persuade players.
Yeah, but that's
Because I
how it
think that,
is right now, dude.
yeah,
It's like
I
if
think that's
you
bullshit.
committed. So if you were a quarterback, Cam, and me and Alex were opposing schools. He was Kentucky, and I was Indiana, right?
Yep, screw you, Blake. I'm going to Kentucky.
Well, take the whole biasness out of the school, right? Or here, say this. Say he's Florida, and I'm Florida State, right?
We follow Tim Tebow.
Now listen, no, you wouldn't. Shut the fuck up. You listen. You, if they offer you, say, all right, you can be our quarterback for $2 million, but I've waived $7 million in front of your face to persuade you to not commit to Florida, or if you already committed to Florida, but it's just a verbal commitment you haven't signed yet, and I waive $5 more million in front of your face, you're gonna switch.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm not
funny.
saying that. I'm saying, okay, each team gets a certain amount of NIL funding money, okay? So let's say 20 million. All right. What teams are doing is like
Yes, they
all the
use the NIL, but
outside,
then they get other endorsements to
yeah,
pay for people.
but they don't tell anybody about the other endorsements. So a player that transfers to Indiana, they'll write down that he's getting $2 million to play there. In reality, he would be getting $2 million from the school, and then somebody probably offered him like $5 million on the side. That's the part that's like, eh.
Which
I was
isn't
gonna say,
illegal.
I mean, it's just yeah, but it's just very so much against the sport.
Yeah,
Like
there's a good story about that out right now. So I don't know
I
if
was gonna
y'all
say,
heard,
Dabo Sweeney
but
is
yeah,
like pissed
Dabo
off.
Sweeney went out. He, you know him in the transfer portal. He's only going to get the bare minimum guys. They had one off the ball linebacker position open for the team. He set up 10 guys on visits, but halfway through, they had a guy come in. They said, here, you're going to get $1 million to come play with us. He was really short and abbreviated. But he said, yeah, coach, let's do it. I'm all in. He went to school, bought an apartment, bought a car, was at school for 1 week, and Pete Golding, the Ole Miss head coach, was tampering with him, saying they'll give him $2 million to come play for Ole Miss. And he dropped out and committed to Ole Miss.
Yep.
That
And
is,
they're actually looking to take him to court because he spent some of the money that Clemson gave him.
yeah, but shame on Pete Golden for doing that because Dabo came to him and was like, the first time, because it happened like 2 or 3 times, he was like, hey man, I'm willing to let all this go if, you just stop talking to my player. It's not how we're supposed to do things, but I won't say anything, make a big deal out of it.
I think NIL and the transfer. Okay, besides like one free transfer, I think the NIL and most of the transfer portals should just be eliminated. Look, you are a student athlete. If you want to just like maybe talk
I
to the
still think you should
NBA or
get
the
paid. I still
NFL.
think they should get paid because they bring in a lot of they bring in a lot of revenue for
Funds.
the campuses,
Okay,
for the
maybe
universities.
like 500,000
That's
or
what I'm
something.
saying. Cap it off. Make it a certain thing where like this is the most you can make.
I was gonna say I'm sorry, but I don't like that we paid Otiga Owe $2 million.
He's
Like,
giving out cars like he's making 20.
yeah. So I
So all
don't.
that money's gonna be gone.
All I'm saying is Nick Saban was correct. It the starting of the NIL was the downfall of college football and college sports in general. And like, everybody's like, "Oh, you're just mad because you're not able to pay players under the table on secret anymore." Okay. No one knew if he actually did that. He was a damn good coach. Like maybe they just wanted to play for the greatest coach of all time.
No, he
And
100% definitely paid him like Calipari paid UK players.
I mean,
The same.
I mean,
Every coach did it. I feel like there's a very select
I
few that
mean,
probably did
probably,
it, but almost I guarantee you every coach probably did it in some
probably.
formal way.
But also the players before NIL, before you're getting paid, you look, you're like Nick Saban's gonna put you through college, and then he's gonna put you straight into the NFL to make millions.
Yeah,
And now you're just like, oh well, I'm making millions right now. I don't really like
I felt like
care about my
I felt like
sport.
college football, where you go, it depicts on what position you play.
I mean, like sometimes.
Well, before no, what I'm saying is like before the NIL and stuff. I still think it's kind of like the same way. It's like Michael Mayer, for example, from Comcast, right? He went to Notre Dame because at the time they produced the most tight ends that were successful in the NFL.
Yeah.
Now, as times change, it's probably more of like an Iowa thing now
I mean,
because of
yeah.
all. So, or it's more of like a
Michigan
big.
thing.
It might be more like a
I ain't
Big
trying to
Ten
clown
thing.
you, but like a Michigan thing.
Yeah, it might be more of a Big Ten thing. Honestly, now that the tight ends, you might want to go to a Big Ten school instead of
I was gonna say
like
offensive tight ends is Big Ten, like basically anywhere.
wide
Uh,
receivers is
SEC. I'm
it's
sorry.
Ohio State right now, dog. Like it's the peak
I
of the wide
mean,
receiver one if you want to
I
go.
mean, I'm just picking Jamar Chase and Jay Jettas like over
Oh
anybody
no,
right
that,
now.
that's what this is what me and Alex talked about. Like we said, like don't get me wrong, the SEC has the best two wide receivers in the league right now. But if we go based off of overall, it's like it's the Big Ten overall, and then you also have
I mean, I don't know.
well,
There are a lot of.
Ohio State's wide receiver U if we're talking about productivity over like the top two dudes. Like you go down the list, there's more dudes that are in Ohio State than there were at LSU that are actually actively productive.
I mean, yeah,
That's what I
because that
mean. It's
was
like you can always be like,
LSU.
yeah, it's
LSU
them,
had 1 year.
huh?
Like LSU had the 1 year, so like of course there's gonna be more Ohio State guys than LSU guys.
Yeah, because SEC has like Devonta Smith, AJ Brown,
I was
even
gonna
though
say there are a shit ton of
yeah,
SEC receivers.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything about that.
That's
I
what
mean
I'm.
like wide receiver U. I'm not talking about like Big Ten. Like if we go overall, it's
That's
probably
I
SEC.
thought that's what we were doing was
yeah, that's what
overalls.
you said.
Oh, my bad.
You
Overall,
literally
it probably
said
is
that.
SEC, but wide receiver U, I think is Ohio State.
Okay, I mean that's fine.
Quarterback, it's
Yo,
SEC.
my computer at 10%, so if I cut out, that's why.
Plug it in.
No, I have my lamp and mic plugged in. My lamp, I have both of my outlet spots taken.
We.
All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up real quick. Then we'll go ahead and get this over with. Um, does anybody have anything else they want to add real quick? Let's talk about y'all want to talk about the Winter Olympics real quick, like really quick, like a minute.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
start with
bro.
Friday.
USA's winning gold and
Go
everything.
USA. What is another country? Like name another country except for the United States of America. I can't.
Nope.
Yeah, Winter
You guys
Olympics,
want to hear
baby.
an Eagle screech?
Wait till
Because
you all see the streams for the World Cup. Wait till that comes out. That would be
Be
great.
fire. Love
That's
me sell some soccer.
yeah.
Love
And also,
me
guys,
love me some support in America.
hey, do you know if Jalen did that ambassador, that brand thing yet?
No idea.
All right, well, then we won't promote that yet because we have no idea. So we don't need to do that yet. So, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. We will be streaming this Saturday before the party. We'll be streaming this Saturday. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Go check out the Instagram at J.A.B Sports on the gram. Don't forget to go to YouTube, like and subscribe on there, guys. Come check out the stream, and peace.